welcome back to another video in this Telegram bot series in Ubuntu. So, in the previous video, we have run our server on port 8080, which can be accessible only locally within your network. Now, we're going to do port forwarding to forward the external requests coming from the Telegram API to a specific port on your local machine, which is actually going to be using your local IP and the port that Flask is running on. So to do this, first of all, what we're gonna need is getting our local IP address. And to do this, we're going to open the terminal and we're going to type in here ifconfig. So ifconfig requires NetTools to be installed. So if you don't have NetTools, you can do this. You can type sudo apt install net-tools and then you're good to go after this. So we're going to type ifconfig and here we go. This is the local IP of my machine. I'm going to copy this. So I have a TPLink router. So if you have a TPLink router that has a UI like this, then you can follow on. If you don't have it, then you can search how to port forward in your router. So if you're having this TP-Link router, then you can go to the advanced and then go to NAT forwarding, then virtual servers, and then we're going to create a new record right here in this virtual servers. So this is the service name. I'm gonna call it Telegram bot. And the external port, which is actually the port that is going to be used by the Telegram service. So actually the Telegram service only allows port 8443 or 443. So we're gonna type in here 8443 as our external port, and the internal port IP is going to be the local IP of your machine. So I'm gonna paste this IP right here from ifconfig command. And the internal port is going to be 8080, which is the port that we assigned to our Flask service. So we're going to hit the OK button right here, and then we are good to go. So in order to test that our port is really reachable, then we need to run our server. So I'm going to check. I already have my server running right here. So we are going to get the external IP of my computer, which is actually right here. If you remember the no IP host name that we created, and we can use this IP right here, or we can directly use the host name that we created in order to access our Flask server. So I'm going to use the host name right here. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it right here, and then we're going to put a colon to specify the port, which is going to be 8443, and then hit enter. And here we go. So our server is reachable from the host name or the subdomain that we created on the port that we specified in the port forwarding process. So that's it guys for this tutorial, and now we are good to generate our SSL certificate and dive into the Telegram bot API in our next tutorials. So catch you then.